is Tough Mucka doing, Christian?
So last year we threw our hat into the sporting arena and we managed to throw together a assault course around the Carnairns in Port Erin on Paul Castellan's farm, Morehouse Farm, and Nicky Ennett's bit of land, and Juan Hargreaves. And we got about 500 people registered. It was a lovely, amazing, like the best thing I've ever witnessed.
500 is a lot for the first event.
First year. We've seen all aspects of the community come together. Very proud of the schools who entered, because 15 to 17s were free entry with a sponsorship, and Castle Rushen absolutely smashed it and like raised £2,000. And yeah, it was brilliant. So we're doing it again this year. We're hoping to, it's on October 6th. We're hoping to widen the entry now that we know what we're doing. To 1,000 people, so we're looking.
Whoa,
yeah,
double
so,
quits.
Yeah, exactly. And if what's the parish walk on? 1,048 was it yesterday?
Oh, I'll pretend I know. Yes.
Yeah. So we've got that on our eye line. If we can beat the parish walk for competitors, then we'd become the biggest sport and event in the islands.
Oh, so you've got.
So
we're
throwing the hat out there. We're throwing that.
Very good. Well,
so yeah, we're super excited. So registrations go live
in about 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
Someone who knows about competing, who a lot of you will know the name of, is Jess Bryan. Thank you for coming to join us today, Jess. You work with Arliss, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But also fell running, you compete, you're pretty darn good, it should be said.
Any sport, sign me up, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, and so you have, as a result, taken part in Tough Mucka. How tough is Tough Mucka?
Oh, do you know what? It was so much fun. And no matter what background you come from, sporting-wise, whether you like the gym, whether you like a little run, whether you just like to go to CrossFit, it's suitable for everyone. And the community aspect of it, no one really knew what we were in store for. We were jumping over hay bales, we were running through tyres, and everyone was just there to have a laugh and cheer each other on, which just kind of made the whole thing so much fun. And if you are competitive, you can have that element of it. If you wanted to show up and have fun, there's that element of it. So it's kind of there for everyone, but I would highly recommend. I had like a lot of fun running around that.
The first time we met, wasn't it, when I lifted you over that wall?
Chucked me over a wall, yeah.
We got a lovely photograph of it.
Like, all right, yes, sir.
Go on, get yourself over there.
See, but that's what I love about it, because I've seen those photos, and there is such a kind of good spirit in the event, isn't there, where everyone helps each other out.
Oh, it blew everybody away. Just the smiley faces, the fact everybody was really patient with us, because we ran behind a little bit at the beginning, but nobody minded. The sun was out. Everybody was dead happy. Mm-hmm. Nobody knew where they were going, which was quite funny, because nobody opens a PDF, which we're sending out physical maps this time. But no, it was great crack, and like we made I put myself on the wall, so I got to see that everybody got help. And that was kind of like the metaphor behind it. It was like clubbing together. You can't do everything on your own, can you?
All for a great cause.
Well, that's the thing. But how fit do you think you need to be, Jess?
Do you know what? And so there's two options, isn't there? You can do a 5K, you can do a 10K.
7.
Something,
and 12, but something we lied last year.
A little bit rough around the edges.
we guessed it. We didn't lie. We measured it out this year, and it's like, just a little bit longer.
But no, I think any ability, even if it's something you're not really sporty and you want to give it a go, I'd encourage it, because everyone just supports each other, and no one would leave you stood. If you couldn't get up a hay bale, people were picking each other up and chucking them over. You can walk it and run it a little bit. So all abilities, it's definitely open. I
think it might be one of the events on the island where you will see a real big mix. So with Jess, we had
pros
Arthur,
in there. Yeah.
We had Ollie Chambers, we had Neil Brogan, we had like loads of top runners, and then we had like loads of people I'd never ever seen run before, like friends of mine, like that I've known.
You've never seen running.
Yeah, it's true. And it was when I seen them come, and I like, you had to really hold back your emotions, because you just realise that you've reached out into the community here, and everybody's feeling.
How long does it take to get around the course?
Oh, it depends, doesn't it? How long did it take you?
God, I can't even remember now.
2.5 minutes or something.
Yeah,
3 seconds.
I think Neil Brogan did it pretty quickly, the 5K.
Yeah.
I think he did miss a few obstacles out.
Well, look, in about 4 seconds.
4 seconds?
Yeah, it's so hang on. I'm too late from a countdown, because it's 5 seconds, so we're going to be late. Anyway, here we go. It's live.
It is. It's live.
You meant to go boom. Go on.
Boom.
There you go. The entries are now open.
They are
because they weren't
open.
before at all, were they, June? No, they
Never.
weren't.
No, they weren't. The radio advert wasn't on at 8 a.m. this morning. At all.
So now the entry's open. How do people enter?
You can go onto our website. You can find it on socials, and it'll take you to an Eventbrite page. And on there, you can enter as an adult team, a 15 to 17-year-old team, individuals. And it should be pretty straightforward from there.
So you can go as a team. That's
Yeah,
good.
you can do teams. Yeah, which
Does
is
that
nice
mean
and
each
fun.
person does something slightly different, or you just all do it together?
Well, if you're getting competitive about it all, you will be timed on the team by the last person that crosses the line. So it is all about sticking together in your little three to make sure that everybody gets over everything safely and quickly, or just safely.
What's the best bit of the course, Jess?
The monkey bars, for sure. They're just so much fun. They just make you feel like a kid again.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And then like that anticipation of dropping in the water if you don't catch that next monkey bar. So, yeah.
And of course, it is all for an excellent cause that I listen. Just tell us a little bit about what you do with our listen then, Jess.
So I work in the secondary schools and we do group-based sessions with the students there, talking about several topics and just reminding them how important it is to look after their mental health and to know that they're not alone, and if they ever do struggle, that our listen is there for them and someone wants to support them.
And actually, fitness is really good for your mental health as well, isn't it? So
And our theme for Mental Health Awareness Week is movement. So perfect.
I led you into that. I didn't even know. This is good. So move yourselves on over to the Our Listen website. Sign up for Tough Mucka, which again, remind us again, June, when is it?
October the 6th.
So you've got a bit of time to train.
Yeah.
If you're going to train, what should you do, Jess? What are some tips?
Get out walking up some hills, then move on to running up the hills and do a couple of obstacles, maybe get into the gym, get out with your friends, get to the park, do the monkey bars, all things like that.
Do you know,
Fun
it's a really good excuse, isn't it, to, like you say, get down one of the play parks. And you can say, if someone sees you kind of like jumping around the playthings, you go, actually, I'm training for Tough Mucka, so it's okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
On the rocket, you know.
Imagine.
I'm right there,
Are there any rockets left in playgrounds
Yeah,
anymore?
Nobles Park. Yeah.
Really? Oh, do you know, do you?
Yeah.
That's how.
That's how I train.
That's like, the equipment of champions right there.
What's your top tip, June, Christian?
Just put no pressure on yourself. Come out and have the crack.